Come back. Okay, now we are on the third lesson. The third lesson is divided into two parts, and we are on the first part of the third lesson. Okay, the first part is about setting the values. The first step in implementing the MCDM is identifying the alternative. In MCDM, the options that we are going to choose, rank, or prioritize is called alternative. In the case of booking the hotel's room, the alternatives are the list of hotel's room. The second step is identifying the criteria. So what is the criteria? Criteria is the things that considered by the decision maker. In the case of booking the hotel's room, the criteria are such as the price, do they provide the breakfast or not? How about the view of the hotels? And what about the customers' rating? Then the next step is to determine the level for each criteria. Once you have determined the criteria, the decision maker need to specify the level for each criteria that they have. For example, we will categorize the price less than 100, 100 to 200, and more than 200. For the customer's review, we can have the number of star ratings. While for the breakfast, we can consider yes or no as the scale for the providing breakfast as a criteria. Step 4 is determine the trade-off. Decision maker will determine the trade-off between the criteria. Trade-off is determined by choosing the hypothetical alternative. The question will be something like this. Which one of the criteria is mostly concerned by the decision maker? Is it the price or the customer's review or even providing the breakfast? Step 5 is to determine the weightage. Weightage will be determined once the trade-off has been concluded. Weightage, or sometimes it is also called as preference, is the percentage value that we allocate for each criteria. For example, when we concern on price more than the customer's review and breakfast, we will allocate the percentage value for the price higher than customer's review and breakfast. Another assumption, if we much more concerned on the customer's review, so we will put the value for customer's review higher than the other criteria. We can play around with the percentage value on each criteria according to the trade-off that we set. Any value can be accepted as long as the total value for the criteria must be 100. After we specify the percentage for each criteria, the next step is to give the score value for each alternative. Alternative will be scored based on the criteria that has been decided before. In this example, the first alternative is the Zenith Hotel. It will have the score 3, 5, and 1. Scale 3 is given because we have decided that price 235 Malaysian ringgit is under scale 3, while scale 5 is given since the 5-star rating is given by the customer's review. And scale 1 here is to indicate that the hotel is providing the breakfast. Step 7 is to determine the criteria is either beneficial or non-beneficial. How to determine whether it is beneficial or non-beneficial? It is based on the score that we give at step 6. Okay, when the score value is higher, when the highest value score is the best value that we want, so it is considered as beneficial criteria. Okay, non-beneficial criteria is when the lowest value is the best. For example, price. Price is non-beneficial criteria because the lowest price is the one that we are looking for. Whereas customers' review is the beneficial criteria. It is because the highest rating is the one that we are looking for. Okay, this is the score for each alternative for the hotel's booking. The price have 3, 2, 2. The score for the customer's review is 5, 2, and 3. For the breakfast is 1, 1, and 2. Alright. For the price, we are looking for the lowest value, meaning that the lowest price is the one that we are looking for. So, price criteria is considered as non-beneficial criteria. Right. Customers review. The highest customers rating is the one that we are looking for, meaning that the highest value is good. So, customers review is considered as beneficial criteria. So, in this case, price is non-beneficial, customers review is beneficial, while the breakfast is non-beneficial. This is just a short-term break as we will continue to the next step on the next video. Thank you.